guys, my name is Kristen Boudreaux, and today I will be giving a presentation over my essay number 3, which is a compare and contrast essay between The Story of an Hour and Desiree's Baby. I sent out questions to some of my peers just to get some feedback, to get some input, basically an analysis of both stories they read. The questions include: which story did you find the most interesting? Was there a common theme that you noticed? And do you think that the husbands treated the wives in a particular way? These are all coming from a female perspective. I wasn't able to get any male's perspective, but I'll be back on later in the video to give my input or what I feel about the stories and answer the questions myself. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Hi, my name is Scarlett Barcenas, and I just finished reading The Story of an Hour and Desiree's Baby by Kate Chopin. After reading both stories, I really enjoyed Desiree's Baby the most, just because it has a different take on racial issues in the South. I also noticed that there was a common theme in both stories, and ironically, Mrs. Miller dying after finding out that her husband didn't actually die, and Desiree's husband actually being black himself. And I don't necessarily think Mr. Millard was cruel to Mrs. Millard. I just believe that she was happy because she would now have time to focus on herself. And with Desiree's situation, I do believe that her husband mistreated her for no good reason and ruined a perfectly good marriage.
Desiree's Baby, because he found out at the end that he was black too, or partially black, and he was big mad for no reason. And then the overall theme in both of them was that niggas ain't shit, just joking, that don't be so quick to assume, because you're gonna be disappointed if it doesn't come out the way you assumed. And then I feel like both men treated their wives or women bad, because in the other one, a girl was so happy that he was dead, and then like real life died because she found out he wasn't dead. And then in the other one, he kicked out the house because the baby looked black, even though it was partially his fault that the baby looked black. But yeah.
I personally enjoyed Desiree's Baby the most. I found that more interesting because it had more details and a lot more information for me to pull from. I like how Chopin gave reference to LeBlanche's cabin, which automatically made me think that Armand was having sexual relations with her, because it wasn't uncommon for slave plantation owners and their slaves to have inappropriate relations. And she had quadroon boys, which mean they were 25% of African descent. And we find that at the end of the story, Armand in fact is of African descent because of his mother. In The Story of an Hour, the way it ended was very ironic, and in the beginning we find out that Miss Mallard has a heart disease, and in the end she dies because of her newfound freedom was so short-lived, and then her husband walks in the door, which stunned her once again, and that killed her. It was the joy that kills. So I found both stories to be extremely interesting. Both women die, both men treat their wives extremely wrong, and you know, I really like both of these short stories by Kate Chopin. I hope you enjoyed this video.